Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. In today's video we're going to be learning how to make a very healthy and nutritious pot of okra soup. This is a very detailed video, a step-by-step guide, especially if it's your first time of making okra soup. So keep watching to see how I made it. So first we're going to be adding our meat in the pot. You can use any protein of your choice. I am using goat meat and cow tripe. I seasoned with some chopped onions, scotch bonnet pepper, chicken seasoning cube, some salt and some cayenne pepper. Now I'm going to give everything a good stir and then cover and allow the protein to release its juice. While that is cooking, we're going to be slicing our okra. You can see I chopped the tip of the okra off. That is how you know okra that is very fresh. If you go to the market, if you want to know okra that is fresh, just chop the tip off like that, and if it breaks off easily, then your okra is very fresh. Now I'm going to be slicing this okra in two ways. One is how I am doing it now. I'm going to chop it like this, and another one I'm going to be using my grater to grate the okra. Actually, for me, I like to chop my okra with my knife. I don't like the grater one, using grater to chop my okra. So this is how it looks like when you use the grater, and this is how it looks like when you use the knife. So I prefer using my knife to chop my okra. If you want your okra very slimy, then you can use the grater to chop the okra. So once I'm done chopping my okra, I'm going to transfer into a bowl or a plate and then set it aside. Next is my leaf. I'm using pumpkin leaf to make this okra soup. You can use spinach if you want to, but I am using pumpkin leaf because I prefer using that one. So now this is the way you should chop your vegetable when making your okra soup. Always remember this when making your okra soup: how fresh your okra is and how fresh your vegetable is determines how your okra soup is going to come out. When it's fresh, it's going to come out looking very beautiful, and it's going to be very fresh in the mouth. So always keep that in mind. Once I'm done chopping this, I'm going to set it aside. Now back to the pot. We're going to check on our meat, and right now you can see it released some juice on its own. I'm going to be adding more water to the meat to allow the meat to cook properly. And then I added some fish. I'm using some dried or smoked banla fish. Now I'm going to cover and allow it to start cooking. This is dry prawn. I chopped off the head or from the body. This is the head of the prawn. I'm going to be blending this differently, like I'm going to be pounding this into a powdered form. It will look like crayfish powder. Now I have some scotch bonnet pepper and ogriokbe. So all my ingredients are prepped. I have my okra well chopped, finely chopped, and I have my vegetable already chopped as well. I have some dried fish and some dried prawn neatly washed. I washed the both of them thoroughly. I have some palm oil, periwinkle. I like using periwinkle to make my soup. If you don't like it, skip it. So this is the head of the prawn that I showed you guys earlier. You can see how I pounded it. Now the reason why I do this is because it gives a lot of taste to the soup when you do it this way. So now this is the pounded pepper and ogriokbe that I showed you guys earlier, and I have some pounded crayfish, and I also have the remaining onions from when I was steaming my meat. So I'm going to be adding this back to the pot. Now to the pot, you can see it's boiling very well. I went in with some palm oil. I'm going to cover and allow it come to a boil. When it starts boiling, I'll go in with the dry fish, the dried prawn, the crayfish powder, and also the prawn head powder. Now I added the scotch bonnet pepper and the ogriokbe. Now I'm going to give everything a very good stir to combine. I'm also going to be adding some salt, and then I'll cover and allow it to start cooking. After about 15 minutes, I'm going to go in with my periwinkle and went in immediately with my okra. Now you can allow the periwinkle cook more before adding the okra, but if you know the process of periwinkle, you know that periwinkle is already cooked, so you don't need it to cook for too long. Now I'm going to give it a very good stir to combine. Let me use this time to request of you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet, and if you're new to my channel, you're very much welcomed. To my returning subscribers, thank you for always tuning in. Please do not forget to like this video, leave a comment, and also share if you don't mind. Thank you very much. So here is this thing. Ogiri okpe is native Maggi. So when you're making your soup and you add ogiri okpe and crayfish powder, be mindful of the way you add your seasoning cube so that it doesn't come out to how would I call it, tasting Maggi. Right? So now I covered halfway through, and just to allow it to cook for like 2 to 3 minutes, and this is it. I'm going to be going in with my vegetable. Once I'm done adding it, I'm going to stir and allow it to sit on heat for just a minute, and I'm going to turn off the heat. That is because I don't want my vegetable to be overcooked. It's not really that good if you allow your vegetable to cook for too long. Taste and adjust seasoning if need be, and your okra soup is ready. That is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching until this time. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching. See you in my next one. Bye.